As volatility rocked Wall Street this past week, Jim Cramer discusses his playbook and lays out his strategy for navigating the week ahead. But which sector will surprise everyone and become the week's breakout star?
We'll get a breakthrough in the trade talks with China this weekend? I don't know. Will we hear anything about Canada? I hope so. Will anything change now that Mexico's gotten another 90-day reprieve? Everything's on the table as usual. Saturday morning, we get results from Berkshire Hathaway. It's going to be a little different this year with Greg Ebel running the place. We're hearing some grumblings of late about the performance of the stock, to which I say, are you kidding me? Warren Buffett's about to retire as CEO. Of course, the stock's not going to do anything as well as it used to. But even with Buffett taking a step back, we can still care about Berkshire, with the company with its amazing properties, by the way, including Burlington Northern, the railroad. And if the conglomerate has a good quarter, the stock's going to run. So let's just back down a little bit from the negative. After the close, Monday, we hear from the most controversial stock in the entire market, and that's Palantir Technologies. The AI-fueled software company has become one of the hottest stocks there is, with an almost cult-like shareholder base led by the messianic CEO Alex Karp. I predict a total blowout that will smoke the shorts, because Karp's still getting a ton of business and repeat business from everything from consumer packaged goods to the federal government, and it's growing like a weed. Tuesday morning, we get results from DuPont, which we own for the Charitable Trust, and we need to see if that breakup of this company is on track. We think DuPont is dramatically undervalued, but we feel very lonely in this one. That doesn't bother me because I think the bull case here is very straightforward. The parts are worth dramatically more than the whole, which makes this an ideal breakup story. Companies that announce breakups like DuPont and another investing club named Honeywell fall into this kind of purgatory funk while the parts are being divvied up, so they require patience. But I bet you'll be rewarded. The once erratic Caterpillar has now become a smooth, secular grower, thanks to former CEO, now Chairman Jim Appleby. We used to think the cat was impossible to game. Now I'm telling you, I think it'll print one more good quarter as it rides the tailwinds of infrastructure spending and reshoring in this country. I like it. There's another one that I'm not so sure of reporting at the same time, though, Pfizer. We need to see some really dramatic results here from the clinical trials, like the ones that Pfizer picked up when they bought the Seagen at the end of 2023. It's enough time to see more than we've seen already, I got to tell you that. And they better hurry up, because the shareholder base is getting very restive. And who knows what the president has up against sleeve against this industry. We also get numbers from the always reliable Marriott. Now, I do want to point out that when this great hotelier reports, its stock often goes down, even if the numbers are good. Usually, though, that's a buying opportunity. But let's wait until the day after before we pull the trigger. On Wednesday morning, we hear from a couple of iconic companies reporting that I like Disney and McDonald's. Now, the former has just, well, I got to tell you, it's moved up very nicely. But it's starting to get back some of those gains. I think Disney Plus will be good. Old-fashioned TV led by sports got a little better. Theme parks continue to hum. Start paying attention to cruises. They will make a ton of money. As for McDonald's, the stock has been out of sync with McDonald's, the company, which has gotten a lot better lately with some new offerings, limited ones. I think it's a buy. After we close, we had two more companies that I like very much, and I bet they'll give us good numbers, and that's Dutch Bros and Elf Beauty. These two renegades, young companies that have disrupted the coffee and cosmetic business, wow, they got a lot of room to grow and take share, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Again, good stocks. Thursday, we're waiting for the numbers from a club named Eli Lilly. With bated breath, frankly, because of the horrendous numbers from their only real GLP-1 competitor, Novo Nordisk. We don't know if that's happening because Lilly's taking share from the poorly run Novo, or if companies are seeing a peak in these revolutionary weight loss drugs. My presumption is that it could be a little bit of both. I'm concerned that Lilly might be a little diluted because Novo cut prices on Wegovy pretty substantially. Now, we sold a little this week for the Charitable Trust, a huge gain. Give me a break. You can follow what we're doing by joining the CNBC Investing Club, and I suggest you do so. Next, I want to hear from Warner Brothers Discovery in the morning because CEO David Zaslav has been doing a lot to reorganize the company and pay down debt. This stock's been moving up as we're getting more facts about the impending breakup and the balance sheet improves. Thursday night, we'll find out more about the deal that the U.S. government has made with MP Materials. That's that rare earth minerals company, as it reports. There's plenty more to learn, and I think it'll all be positive because the White House doesn't want to be hostage to China for these important materials. Don't forget, Apple's in there, too, buying recycled minerals. We went to see Wynn Resorts earlier this year, and I thought the story was a great one. By the way, I really like the Lilas, too, if you can get in there. It's a tough ticket. Wynn originally wasn't so great, but you know what? I talked it up too early, but now it's really starting to climb. I'm feeling better about it. What else? I believe that Pinterest will report a number that puts it in the elite online advertising formats with, by the way, Reddit. Now, if we're talking social media sites to advertise on, Pinterest is by far the most family-friendly. And while the market's not as big as it used to be, it still counts. Finally, on Friday, we hear from the bedraggled Wendy's. Now, last time we got weak numbers and a dividend cut. Could it get worse? I got to tell you, the competition in that business is so rife, I can't guarantee any numbers from that company. So here's the bottom line. There you have it. Not a big week, but then again, what could have been bigger than this week? And I don't know about you.